Alright, all of the pictures and videos that you see are from a trip we took a few years ago to Barcelona, Spain. Now, I couldn't remember all of the locations and the buildings. I labeled the ones that I did, but some of them aren't labeled. But all of the pictures and the videos are from Barcelona. It's a great little city. I love it. And welcome back to Road Trivia, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. We are in the middle of the 365-day trivia road trip. I say the middle, it's obviously the very beginning. We are on day number 3. There's going to be 365 days of 21-question random trivia quizzes. This is just day 3. Join us tomorrow for another brand new one. Thank you for watching and good luck. Question number 1. Chip and Joanna Gaines have created an empire of real estate, television shows, home decorating, coffee shops, retail stores, and more since 2003. They have wrapped most of their businesses up under one business name that shares its name with what popular southern flower? Most of their businesses fall under the Magnolia brand. Question number 2. This man overthrew General Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr in 1979. Eventually, he ordered an invasion of Kuwait that sparked the First Gulf War. What was the name of this former leader of Iraq who was captured by American forces on December 13, 2003? The answer is Saddam Hussein. Question number 3. This member of the Hindu Trimurti grew 5 heads so that he could always look at Shatarupa. What Hindu god, during a contest with Vishnu that was ultimately won by Shiva, lied about completing the task and had one head cut off in response? The answer is Brahma. Question number 4. After Athelstan relinquishes his claim to Lady Rowena, the daughter of Cedric the Saxon, she ends up marrying the title character at the end of this 1819 novel. What is the title of this work of historical fiction depicting the chivalrous Wilfrid, written by Walter Scott? The answer is Ivanhoe. Question number 5. Late in this novel, Roger uses a boulder to kill the overweight intellectual named Piggy, and the violent Jack Meridew feuds with the civilized Ralph in what 1954 English novel written by William Golding? That novel is called Lord of the Flies. Question number 6. This instrument descended from the chalumeau and now also comes in bass and contrabass varieties. An improvised solo by one of these instruments opens George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. What is this woodwind famously played by Benny Goodman? The answer is the clarinet. Question number 7. The single that made Michael Jackson the biggest solo star since Elvis Presley was about the denial of a paternity suit, and it spent 7 weeks at number 1 on the pop charts. What was the title of this 1982 song that was inspired by actual letters Michael and his brothers had received? The answer is Billie Jean. Question number 8. This structure was built to guide ships towards the Egyptian mainland. Its construction was ordered by Ptolemy Soter, and it shares the name of a nearby city named for a great Macedonian conqueror. What is the name of this ancient wonder of the world? This ancient wonder was called the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Question number 9. Calderas are formed from the collapse of these objects, which can be divided into three main types: composite, shield, and cinder cone. What is the name for these landforms that can be classified as active, dormant, or extinct? The answer is volcanoes. And question 10. In preparation for the inevitable Battle of Britain, what man famously said, "Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duties, and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth last for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour"? The answer is Winston Churchill. All right, back to the game in just a few seconds. We are now halfway done. Now's a good time to add up your scores, see who is ahead, see what you need to win, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We post new quizzes every single day. Question 11. The size of these objects is given by the Schwarzschild radius. According to quantum mechanics, these objects emit Hawking radiation. The Sagittarius A star, which is one of what galactic objects, sits at the center of our galaxy and has 4 million times the mass of our Sun? The answer is a black hole. Question 12. Sandstone is primarily composed of this mineral, and silicon dioxide is the primary composition of what mineral? Number 8 on the Mohs scale, which is used in glass and sandpaper. The answer is quartz. Question 13. In the 1999 film Fight Club, Michael Lee Aday played a character named Robert Paulson, or Bob, that Edward Norton's character meets at a cancer support group. When he wasn't acting, Michael Lee Aday was a musical rock star in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s who performed under what stage name? Michael Lee Aday performed under the name Meatloaf. Question 14. After Forrest Gump teaches Elvis how to dance, and before he meets Bubba and Lieutenant Dan while serving in the U.S. Army, he receives a scholarship and attends what university where he becomes an All-American kick returner? Forrest Gump played football at the University of Alabama. Question 15. U.S. GDP fell 30% during the Great Depression, and the world economy also took a nosedive during this period, which was spurred by the stock market crash that happened in what year? The answer is 1929. Question 16. The term for this practice was first used in 1812 and took its name from a former governor of Massachusetts that used the practice and the animal that a district map resembled. What is the term for this practice of drawing congressional boundaries to the advantage of one party? The answer is gerrymandering. Question 17. In 1822, the House of Iturbide assumed control of this nation for 1 year. What is this nation that was ruled by an Austrian emperor installed by Napoleon III named Maximilian, although he was eventually overthrown by Benito Juarez? The answer is Mexico. Question 18. He stopped giving proper titles to his paintings, instead identifying them in such ways as number 3, 1949, sometimes known as Tiger, and number 1, 1950, sometimes known as Lavender Mist. Who was this abstract expressionist pioneer of action painting, sometimes known as Jack the Dripper? Jack the Dripper was actually Jackson Pollock. Question 19. King's Landing is the capital of the Seven Kingdoms in George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones stories. The real-world city of Dubrovnik is the main filming location for King's Landing scenes in the HBO television series. In what country is the walled city of Dubrovnik located? The answer is Croatia. Question 20. This youngest of the Knights of the Round Table died after taking a fated trip to Jerusalem. He is the only figure who is allowed to sit in the Siege Perilous due to his destiny. The son of Sir Lancelot was what Arthurian figure who found the Holy Grail? The answer is Sir Galahad. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching day 3 of the 365-day trivia road trip. Check back tomorrow for day 4. We are going to march on. We're doing all 365 days, a random trivia quiz every single day of this year. If random trivia quizzes aren't your favorite, you can go to our channel page. We have over 1,000 other quizzes. A lot of them are from specific categories. You can search for any type of category you want. We probably have a video on it or something similar. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker for today's quiz. The first atomic bomb, named Little Boy, was dropped on Hiroshima from a B-29 bomber at 8:15 on August 6. The second bomb, named Fat Man, was dropped on Nagasaki from a different B-29 bomber at 11:02 a.m. on August 9th. Of what year? The answer is 1945. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.